Welcome back to another episode of the Glory Hunter Career Mode here on FC25, where today we go ahead and go from France to Italy. We are shipping sales, moving over to a different country. We went ahead and won Ligue 1 with France, with AS Monaco. We failed the Coupe de France. We also failed the 2030 World Cup with Argentina last little side episode. We're now over at Lazio or Latium in the game. We are here joining them. They are in the Europa League. This season, and we are going to go ahead and look to try and win. If we go back to the Glory Hunter screen, we want to win the Serie A, the Coppa Italia in this season specifically. Kind of heavily focusing on Europa League, to be completely honest. Heavily focusing to focus our Europa League. So yeah, let's go and meet this squad though. And there's one problem with this squad when I first came in here, and it is an aging squad. Our goalkeeper, number one goalkeeper, 35 years old. Bosic, 33. Kessier, 33. Pau Torres, 33. Cassell, 32. Bandor, our backup keeper, is even in the 30s, 32. Ibanez is 31. So yeah, this team has a very aging problem. Ansu Fati is some of the best. Let's just look at some of the best. Ansu Fati, we have Posh, Leon Posh, who is David Alaba regen, possibly? Maybe not, because he's right back, center back, not center back, right back. Araujo is going to be good enough. Ferguson's just too old. Obviously, we brought in Endrick into the club after him playing 14 games, but getting injured, so he reached that 15-game mark there. He's now at the squad again. He's more than a backup player again for Simeone. So yeah, we definitely need to focus on our defensive side of things more than our attack, but we kind of need all over the pitch, to be completely honest. If we were to somehow survive, maybe Fati on the right at the moment, Hendrick on the left, Simeon on the striker. I want to look for a cam. I want to look for two new CDMs. I want to look for a left back, two center backs, and I want a new goalkeeper that is not 86 overall at the age of 35, because he's going to deteriorate. And we started off by bringing in a center back off the free agent market, 86 overall. Maybe Virgil van Dijk, pre-gen, regen. Jan Saunders, welcome to the squad. You'll slot in perfectly into our new age back line and hopefully become European and Italian giants within the next 2 years here at Lazio. Next up, I was going to go ahead and buy a goalkeeper from Brentford, but while looking on free agents, a 6'6" giant, just 2 ratings lower than the Brentford keeper, popped up. So I felt like it was a no-brainer. Save some pennies. We do have 130 million in our transfer budget though, but save some pennies while we can, so we can bring in somebody decently. And we go ahead and bring in Dominguez. He will be our new number one goalkeeper. Not Dominguez. It's actually Rodriguez. We will look to go ahead and sell our current number one goalkeeper. This guy will be our new number one goalkeeper. I know he's 6 overall, 5 overall worse than the current number one, but he's 21 years old. He'll grow, and we're getting to that time of the career mode where it's going to be a lot of generated players and less real-life players. And we have a new left back to pair along our Dutchman center back. We go ahead and bring Dutchman left back Baker into the squad from AC Milan. We go ahead and swap our current left back plus, I think it was 43-ish, 43 million for Baker. Welcome to the squad. And did somebody say pre-gen and regen factory? Because we got a Bukayo Saka pre-gen coming in from Arsenal himself for 60 million, so pretty much near half of our budget from our original budget, 130 million budget, but 60 million for Mr. Saka pre-gen. He will come to the squad. He'll be our number one choice. We tried to offer his Saka, but got it. Arsenal didn't want him, so we had to pay the money for Garrett, and he'll come into the squad as a 16-year-old, by the way. 16 years old, 80 overall. He might become my marquee player. I might switch marquee players in all honesty, because Endrick, he's just not getting the game time. I want somebody that's starting, and I could just start Endrick, but I think Garrett might become my marquee player for the two nations that we have left, to be completely honest. And this is another problem with these pre-gen and regens. You sometimes get two players that are the same exact kind of pre-gen regen of one player in real life. So obviously you can tell here, Taha Ibrahim, Mohamed Salah regen, 90 overall, or Salah pre-gen regen, 90 overall, 174 million market value, by the way. And look at his stats, absolutely absurd. 90 stamina, 82 strength, 93 short passing. But the downside is there's quite literally another Mohamed Salah pre-gen regen, 85 overall, right mid, right winger that plays at Aston Villa. A little bit worse in the fact he's worse and older, so that's insane in itself. But yeah, that is another massive problem with FC25 career mode. We go ahead and loan in a center defensive midfielder from Bayern Munich for the season, and in fact, we actually say goodbye to Bayer as well at the same time for 7.2 million. He's staying in Italy, but off to Monza he goes. We go ahead and bring in Rafael Dennis. He'll be a 80 overall center defensive mid, I believe, coming into the squad to fit in that midfield. Welcome to Lazio. And so just to go through some of the transfer business I've been doing off screen, we sell a bunch of these older guys. Nicolo Zaniolo is gone to Bayer Leverkusen for 25.4 million. We say goodbye to Isaacson to AC Milan for 45.1 million. In fact, I'm getting 45 million for him is insane. Nolson, he's off to 15.2 million to Sassuolo. We go ahead and get rid of Ibanez off to Manchester City for 23. Sorian throws on loan to Swansea. We get 30 million for a 33-year-old Kessie. Absolutely absurd, but off to Napoli. Lewis Ferguson is off to Brighton for 34.6 million. We do go ahead and bring in free agent goalkeeper Nihat Aliyev. He comes in honestly just off the base of we don't normally see that nationality in the game too much, so that's why he's in coming to the squad here for free, and he'll just be a backup player. He'll probably never see the field in all honesty. And then obviously y'all know about the rest with Bayern leaving. Obviously us bringing in Dennis, Garrett, Baker, and Sanders, and Rodriguez all into the team. I think with all those transfers in and out, we are back up to 179 million, which is big because there is a certain striker that I might want to go ahead and bring in. But it might come back off the basis of selling Simeone. But we do have to still focus on other areas of the pitch. I want to bring in a Cam to replace Munez, even though he is 25 years old at 80 overall, so I'm not, priority number one is not him. Priority number one, though, is another center defensive midfielder to pair along Dennis, and a left-footed center back to pair along Saunders, and then also kind of work out on our bench as well. But there is one player that could just take up all of our money, unless we sell Simeone. And we also say goodbye to Pau Torres for 23.5 million off to Atletico Madrid. We're now up close to 200 million. Thomas Araujo is gone for 50 million to Atalanta. And then Thomas Bocic is off to Hull for 2.6 mil. And for a 60 million release clause, we go ahead and bring in Arthur Vermeeren from Liverpool. I believe he's coming over from, to be honest. I actually don't remember what club I just bought him from. But I believe it is Liverpool coming into there. He completes our center defensive mid job there. And we go ahead and risk it. The player sale for Simeone has not been triggered yet, but it is close to being done. So we go ahead and bring in his replacement. The man I found while looking for a CDM. We go to the Premier League. We find this striker, 5'9", or possibly even 5'7", to be honest. 87 overall at Arsenal. He's left-footed. All his stats look great, but I will show y'all why I specifically kind of locked eyes on him and decided to actually pretty much allow the sale of Simeone to go through. I were blocking offers, and then we went ahead and just kind of allowed them, and we got one, and then this guy came up, and he's a perfect fit. David Remy. This just means Andrew could go on there, but 135 million. So we really need Simeone to sell. That way we can bring in another center back and possibly look at some possible loan deals for on the bench. But again, 87 overall. I will show y'all why if I can. Just go ahead and look at this guy's. Oh, I gotta go through the damn thing. Okay. Look at this guy's play styles. He has chip shot, power header, technical, first touch, quick step, acrobatic. Play styles absolutely insane. 5'9". He is left-footed, 20 years old, by the way. 93 ball control, 84 dribbling, 91 finishing. 86 on pens. He has 93 acceleration, 97 sprint speed, 84 stamina, 89 strength. He has 90 agility, 89 balance, 93 jumping, 85 attack position. His composure is a little weak, but my lord, is he great. And Giuliano Simeone is going back to Spain, but this time to Athletic Bilbao for 108 million. So we technically lose around roughly 27 million on the deal for Remy, because we didn't get the 130 million that we got for it, or that we sold for Remy. But 108 million will at least put 100 million back in the bank, so there is that. And for 56 million, we say hello to Murillo. It's 28-old veteran center back, 85 overall. He'll come to the squad, fill in as our left-footed center back. Our first team now is pretty much all complete unless we want to sign a Cam. But if we don't, our first team is complete for this season. It's now making sure we have the right people on our bench and stuff. But Murillo, welcome to the squad. Welcome to Lazio. And we do go ahead and manage to bring in a Cam without breaking our budget. Theo Barger from Montpellier coming into the squad for 37 million. Welcome to Lazio. Welcome to the first team. Vamos. And so this is our first team for this season. Rodriguez in the goalie position. We have Posh, Sanders, Manila, and Baker as our back line. Vermeeren and Dennis standing just above them. Berger above them too. And then a front three of Ansu Fati, Remy, and Garrett, aka the Saka pre-gen. Welcome to the squad. Welcome to Italy. Let's see if y'all can dominate. In our first game of the season, it's against Juventus. So what a test for these new guys, and what a test for myself for Italian football by playing one of the best Italian footballs in history. And talking about that, our first 5 games of the season are here now. Well, the first 5, I guess, Serie A games are next fixtures at the moment. I'm assuming they will change once we get into the Europa League. But we have Juventus up first at home. We have a trip over to Genoa. We then come back home against Udinese, a trip over to Verona, and then home against Atalanta. So kind of a tough first 5 games in there. Juventus, Hellas Verona is no pushover for sure. And then Atalanta is obviously Atalanta. So let's go and jump into our first game of Serie A football. If you are enjoying this whole entire series, go and leave a like and subscribe. We're coming to a close. We only have 2 nations to try and conquer. Here we go. Did we see Juventus lineup? I think it was about to show us. To be honest, don't care. I just kind of want to play with this new team, so let's get playing with it. I love. Oh, I think. Do I have it? Hold on. I mean, nothing happened in it, so it doesn't matter. Do we have it in new career modes? There's apparently a new Serie A broadcast package. I don't. Oh, it is in current saves as well. This is a new broadcast package for Serie A. I just completely forgot to even realize it / mention it as part of the new title update. So there is that. Why is my Streamlabs so laggy for some reason? It's very concerning, but don't know. Alright, well, to be honest, that's all I wanted to see. But I'll show y'all Juventus lineup now, I guess. Here is Juventus lineup, and look at this package. Cash, Bremer, Gotti, Rui, McKinney, and Sestante, Luis Guilherme, Adsech, Zerdagoza, and Vlahovic as their number 9. Oh my lord, I love the broadcast package. It's gonna be a fun season. This might be. I was gonna honestly quicken Serie A in the German league, but we might take our time here in Italy with the packages like this. Probably not, to be completely honest, because I'll probably forget about it and not care about it after now. But our first game of the season, it's against Giants Juventus, so we have to get under the way quickly. Show that we are here. I think the boys were 15 or so points off top spot. They were not good at all last season. We got to change that, and it starts with Bukayo Saka's regen here, and Garrett. Oh, that's a great ball in, but Baker deals with it. They will get a foul called back here. Free kick here will be Vlahovic to whip it into the box. Can we deal with Ansu Fati? Doesn't head it away. It's saved initially. The rebound way by Weston McKinney is in, but he's offside. We survived that one. He'll lay it off for Berger. Berger into Dennis. Dennis into Garrett. And Garrett will go ahead and put it into the back of the net. And Lazio have the first goal of the season. It's the 16-year-old Saka pre-gen. Slots it away into the back of the net. Sanders, Dennis, Garrett in for Remy, and Remy on his weak foot slots it away. 2-0 for Latium, and that is a goal and assist now for Garrett. A goal for Remy. We took the risk by selling Simeone. And that is the halftime, the first half of City Hall football. We are up 2-0 here against Juventus. Ricky Puig out wide to Baker, or Gabriel Peck, I should say. Baker's caught out in no man's land. Dennis comes across and helps defend as a CDM. And now the counterattack. It's Remy into Fati. Fati into Remy. Remy into Garrett. Garrett on his left foot. Garrett gets a brace. It's 3-0 for Lazio. And we take care of business against Juventus in the first game of the season. We make our first subs. Endrick on for Remy. We go ahead and bring on a midfielder on for Dennis. And that's about the best subs we got, to be completely honest. So definitely start to go shopping. It might be either free agents with a bunch of youth-generated players or loan factory. Larson into Vlahovic, and they will get one back. It could just be it will just be a consolation goal. But Juventus do at least get a goal this game. No clean sheet for goalkeeper on his debut, unfortunately. Baker intercepted. Gabriel Peck will just go. We will go ahead and win this game. Will it be 3-1 or will it be 3-2 is the real question. It's Vlahovic. It's Sanders. It's Vermeeren with a chopped interception. That will be game over. 3-1 win for Lazio in our first game of Italian football against Giants Juventus. And so we end the episode here, first in the table after a 3-1 win. Joint first with Napoli and Udinese, who also go ahead and pick up a 3-1 win, but tied on points with Bologna, Inter Milan, AS Roma, and Monza, all on 3-1 there. Next episode, not Champions League, Europa League football, more Italian football, possibly some more signings for our bench. Who knows? But for now, that's me today. Live, like, subscribe, and peace out.